Welcome to Under the Microscope. This series is brought to you by the Real Scientists Nano team. Our goal is to provide a platform where scientists can communicate their work and interact with the public.
Hi everyone, today we have with us Rajesh Ramanathan, who is a senior research fellow and the co-leader of Nanobiotechnology Research Lab at the RMIT University in Australia. Hi Rajesh, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, looking forward to learning more about your science. So let's start by understanding your research. So could you explain your research to us in super simple words, please?
Yeah, I'll do my level best to try and explain this. So my area of research is in the area called nanobiotechnology. What do I mean by that is I use nanotechnologies as a tool to understand biological processes. Basically, I co-lead a group of about 20 researchers, and our core expertise is probably in the area of making nanoparticles, controlling their morphology, their surface properties, the way they react with light. And then once we understand all of this, then we use these nanoparticles for a wide range of applications. To give you a few examples, one of the things that we do is we make nanosensors that can basically detect different biomolecules or pesticides or even whole cells or viruses. That's one area that we specifically focus on. The other thing that we do is we make nanoparticles as imaging agents, so they go and track cells in the body and will light up and tell you where they are. The other thing, example that I would like to talk about is antibacterial fabrics. So that is another area that we developed, which started a fair few years back. So this gives you a broad view of, the core expertise and how we apply some of these technologies in different areas.
Okay, so you basically it's from fabricating these nano structures or nanomaterials, whatever you call it, from fabricating them to applying them, and so you do the entire thing. So your group does the entire thing.
Correct. So they get a very multidisciplinary training. So they understand concepts in chemistry, concepts in physics, and also concepts in biology. So that way, when you are given a problem, you can actually look past the confines of a single discipline and see how you can apply the same technique somewhere else.
Okay, so they get the best of all worlds, so to say, and then they apply in solving the problems. Okay,
Correct.
that sounds amazing. So, what can the followers expect in the week that you will curate the Real Sci _Nano Twitter account?
So during the week, I'm going to start off with introducing myself, how I got into what I do, a little bit about the science, a little bit about the nanospace itself, how I got into it. Once I've done that, then the next few days I'll talk about some of the research that we do in the lab. So maybe over 2 or 3 days, I'll talk about the different kinds. So like I gave you a few examples before, so maybe one example each day so that it's not overwhelming for everyone who's reading it as well. Then I want to focus on something that is very pertinent to what's happening across the globe, COVID. So I want to talk a little bit about what are the challenges that, as researchers or as students, everyone is facing, and simple suggestions or simple things that we have done in the group to even be productive, even though we are under lockdown. So I want to talk about some of the tips that we have given the students and how they have executed that. In this part, I would also like to engage with everyone else and see what everyone else did so that, we learn from each other. That's the best part about science. So that way, the users are also engaged with what is happening in the curation week. And then finally, I would also like to talk about how I have used teaching as a platform to engage with the students and tell them actually, yes, we are doing some of the theoretical understanding during the lectures, but this is how actually we apply this in real life research. And that helps them get motivated. And also, a lot of times they end up pursuing a PhD or going ahead and studying, different aspects of what they have learned during their course. So that way it helps them in their career as well.
Okay, all right. So that's quite a lot. You're gonna cover almost everything. So that sounds amazing. Thank you very much, Rajesh. Looking forward to having you on Real Scientist Nano.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you for listening. To know more about us, please visit our website realscientistsnano.org and follow us on Twitter at realsci_nano.